we are at the point of the show where I get to hand the reins to you now because you have prepared a little game for me and my helpers in the chat for this one.
Yes. So let's make sure we all get our listening ears on so that we can participate and we can kind of make this as seamless as possible.
Yeah, you lost them. Just kidding, guys.
You all want to make sure you listen to the questions that I'm asking and then answering in the chat respectively as soon as you possibly can so we can kind of compile this data.
Okay.
And kind of cycle through these answers because we got about 7 minutes before we got to go to taking a quick break and then, doing our job on the logistics side. So
sure.
Pay attention to the polls that come up in the chat while we're speaking. Make sure you answer accordingly. And let's go ahead and get to trivia time. So a lot of talk about Devin Booker and Koby Brea having similarities to their game. Mm-hmm. Both obviously hailing from University of Kentucky, spending both one season there. Both also 6'6". And there's a ton of other different similarities to their game. So both prolific shooters and scorers while they were in college at Kentucky. All of these stats and all of the answers are going to be deriving from their time at Kentucky in that one season they spent.
Okay.
First question is who's who? So player A shot 41% from three, and player B shot 43.5%. So you all's job is to guess who player A and player B is respectively. So go ahead and cycle through that. And we'll kind of fake the Jeopardy music while I just kind of talk aimlessly as you guys kind of get your answers in.
We need like the lights to dim, like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
That would be fire. No. That would be fire. I think the fun part about both of these two, though, is though they were both hailed as shooters coming out of college, we've seen the trajectory of Devin Booker shift to being an elite level scorer.
Yes.
No worse than top 14 on his worst day in the entire NBA. I don't want to put expectations upon Koby Brea, but he certainly is a player that, like I mentioned, is a scorer that can shoot. And now it's just about him pairing skills like tightening up his handle, adding a couple more moves to his bag to kind of allow for that scoring to take the forefront over just the catch and shoot and playing off of the catch and things like that. So, all right. Answers are in. Get a little drum roll, please. Player A, 41.1% from three in his 1 year in Kentucky was Devin Booker. And player B, obviously shooting 43.5% in his time at Kentucky was Koby Brea. So two players shooting, especially relative to the times they were in college, elite level volume of shooting and the efficiency to match that being significantly ahead of average. So again, one of the many similarities that those two both have.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you were paying attention earlier when we went through some of the stats, you would have known the answer to this question. Yes. I think most of you got it based on what I said.
Chat got 92%. Got that right.
There we go.
92%. Let's go, gang.
Look at y'all.
Let's go.
There we go.
Love to see it. We're 1 for 1.
For sure. I didn't let you answer, though. I kind of went to
I already knew it. Because I think on our other stat, we had 43.5%. I had it in my notes.
For sure.
I have like a very short-term photographic memory when it comes to stats.
Okay.
Because then like 24 hours later, it's like, what's that movie with Adam Sandler, 50 First Dates?
Got you.
Like 24 hours, my slate is wiped clean because it's input, like new numbers come in and replace the old ones from the day before. But I was like, yep, 43.5%. It was like 49.8% at Dayton. So I kind of, not cheated, but I already knew that one. So
for sure.
Let's see if we can challenge.
Number 2. Which player had the higher assist performance in their time at Kentucky? So this is on an individual game basis. Who's career high in assists at Kentucky? Who had the best assist kind of performance?
Okay, so the highest, like the highest assist game?
Yeah.
Okay.
So obviously we're just going to go with the two players being Booker and Brea.
Sure.
We'll get to the answers shortly. But as we kind of let you guys get your answers in on that, just some kind of fun information with both of those two. More of overlap. Both were very efficient with the ball in their hands. Neither was a primary creator per se. They both very much played shooting guard and literal shooting guard while they were in college. But once they did get the ball off of any type of screens, they were very good at making plays off the dribble. Booker going to his right and Brea going to his left. So fun to see, again, that kind of parallel of both of these players. People make the comps, and it's funny to actually look at the film and look at the numbers and see how much they do #align with one another. Now, hopefully, you hope that kind of bodes well for Brea going forward. But it's fun to see that.
Yeah. So this is a tough one because I think like the sensical answer would be Booker just based on what he's grown into. But I think the answer might actually be Koby Brea because I think like Book played as the sixth man on a loaded Kentucky team.
Correct.
So I think a lot of his function was mostly just 6-man spot up shooting. Koby Brea was like their second leading scorer. I'm guessing he probably had a higher usage. So just by default, I'm going to guess Koby Brea.
Okay. Ayrton, we feel like we got some answers in the chat already? Yeah? All right, let's get a drum roll, please. Devin.
Dang it.
Armani Booker. And it's just by one, so it's not like a significant difference between the two. But Devin Booker has 7 assists in one game in his collegiate career with Kentucky. Koby Brea had 6 as his career high against South Carolina. So again, both players that have more playmaking than their maybe skill set suggests coming out of college.
Yeah,
something Devin Booker has clearly grown into in an elite manner, as we've spoken to all week. Koby Brea has depths of that he can kind of lean into more going forward as well. You want to go ahead and go to overtime first before we get to the last one?
Oh, yeah. We want to thank all of our TV listeners for being here with us. The party always continues at gophnx.com, and that means it is time for overtime. All right, Steven. So 1-1, lost one. It's a tie game. We're going to overtime.
Rubber match. This is gonna be a good one right here.
Chat's 2 for 2 right now.
Oh,
Chat's
are they?
2 for 2?
They got 68% on that.
68%. Good job, guys. One shy of the big time. Good job.
All right, question 3. Take a guess at how many games Devin Booker and then Koby Brea had with 2 or more free throw attempts.
Oh, man.
So for each of these 2 players, what do you think their total of games with 2 or more free throw attempts was? Free throw attempts are naturally a number that speaks to aggression, ability to self-create, attention that you garner from a defense, and how you kind of leverage that into scoring opportunities for yourself.
I feel like this number is going to be low, but
just for context purposes, Devin Booker in his 1 year at Kentucky played 38 games.
Okay.
Koby Brea played 36 games.
Okay, good to know. So that narrows it down.
I do want to take into account the types of usage that both of those 2 players had as well. This one is a little tricky, and that's why me and Ayrton agreed that this was a great one to include as the final one.
Yeah, I think we're going to lose this overtime grudge match here. But all right, so for Book, I'm going to say, I don't know. I feel like I'm going to be lowballing him, but I think the purpose of this type of stat might be shock and awe. So I'm going to go with 5 for Book.
Okay.
And with Brea, I'm gonna go 4.
Okay. We got answers in the chat. We all good? Okay. Let's get the drum roll then. So with 20 games with 2 or more free throw attempts.
Wow.
Devin Booker.
Wow.
Yeah.
I lowballed.
Again, you talk about players that are deemed shooters but can go and create for themselves, and the pressure that puts on the defense, that's a clear indicator right there. And that's for someone that was playing a very ancillary role in his collegiate career, Devin Booker was. Koby Brea, on the other hand, 12 games out of his 36 with 2 or more free throw attempts over the course of his collegiate career at Kentucky. So just kind of fun to gauge that, see the trajectory that both of those players were at in their 1 year that they spent.
Yeah.
And ultimately, we know how Devin Booker's career has gone. What that might suggest for everything that Koby Brea is looking to establish in his rookie year and going forward.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see some type of foreshadowing with just the 7 assist game, the fact that more than half his games he was getting at least 2 attempts per game. And we've seen the way that he's been able to attack the foul line. So if Koby Brea, lower percentage, obviously, when you're looking at the 12 out of 36, but if you're looking at potential silver linings for a guy that can shoot the lights out, is going to get run off the free throw line or the 3-point line. If he can find a way to get to the mid-range, find a way to draw fouls going to the basket, because finishing at the rim's not his best thing. Yeah, you're looking at a potentially dangerous Kentucky backcourt duo, despite the fact that Brea starts the year on a 2-way.
Yeah, and I think naturally us at PHNX will be using the Spiderman meme a whole lot going into this upcoming season and potentially going forward throughout their respective careers too.
Yeah.
So
no, that was fun. We should do more of that, despite how horrifically off I was on the last questions, especially. Apparently, I was not going back and watching Kentucky footage from Book's time there, but No, that was good. We're gonna have to bring this format back. That was a fun game.
I think Book is gonna ask you. So 5, huh?
I know your favorite ice cream flavor. I don't know how many times you shot 2+ free throws at Kentucky. Very sorry. I'll get my my priorities in order. I think that's gonna do it for this episode of the PHNX Suns podcast. Thank you everyone for being in here with us.
We all silly like the mayor.